Jill and I had a chance to sit down. Thank you. Well, look. Jill and I had a chance to sit down and talk with Amanda and her husband, Josh. I told you how proud we were of your courage, Amanda, standing up and speaking out on such a personal issue to help so many women. And they feel deeply. I want to thank you again, Amanda, for your absolute courage. And to all of you here today, thank you for your support, defending freedom in America, because that's what we're doing. Yes. Yes. Yesterday marked the 51st anniversary of Roe v. Wade, which recognized the woman's constitutional right to choose. Her right to make deeply personal. We're going to have this going to go on for a while. We got a couple more of these, I think. Folks, I believe Roe v. Wade got it right, and so do a majority of Americans, and they still do. We all know what happened a year and a half ago. The new Supreme Court made an extreme decision overturning Roe v. Wade with their Dobbs decision. Sorry it's taking so long. Folks, the Supreme Court did what it never had done before. It ripped away a fundamental constitutional right that was in place for nearly 50 years. And that was so important to so many Americans for so long. As I said on that day, the health and lives of women in this nation would be at risk and the consequences of this decision. That's exactly what happened. Today in America, women are being turned away from emergency rooms, forced to travel hundreds of miles to get basic health care, forced to go to court to plead to help, to protect themselves and their ability to have children in the future. The cruelty is astounding, and it's a direct affront to a woman's dignity to be told by extreme politicians and judges to wait to get sicker and sicker before anything can happen, even to the point where, as you heard, your life had been determined to be in danger. Or the idea that a woman should have to carry a fetus after she's been raped or the victim of incest. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. Or the idea a woman receives competent medical advice that the fetus she's carrying won't live and will impact on her ability to have children in the future, and she still can't get medical care. I think it's unconscionable. Did anyone think that this is where America was going in 2024? I could go on. But look, and let there be no mistake, the person most responsible for taking away this freedom in America is Donald Trump. Listen to what he says. Trump says he's proud that he overturned Roe v. Wade. He said, and I quote, "There has to be punishment for the women exercising their reproductive freedom." He describes the Dobbs decision as a miracle, but for American women, it's a nightmare. So let's be absolutely clear what Trump is bragging about. The reason there are 21 states where abortion bans are in effect, made with no exception for rape or any other, or incest, is Donald Trump. The reason women are being forced to travel out of state, this is going to go on for a while. They got this plan. The reason women are being forced to travel across state lines for health care is Donald Trump. The reason their family members are trying to get help, them are threatened with prosecution, is because of Donald Trump. And the reason their fundamental right has been stripped away is Donald Trump. And because of Donald Trump, doctors are fleeing their home states, setting up practices in other states, because they're afraid they'll be put in prison if they exercise their responsibilities. In states like Texas, doctors can get a life sentence for providing the care they were trained to provide. It's outrageous. And frankly, Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans, including the woman hollering, and frankly, Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans, including the Speaker of the House, are hell-bent on going even further. To date, MAGA Republicans in Congress have proposed 3 additional national abortion bans to criminalize health care in every state. Let me tell you what they are. First is a 0-week ban with absolutely no exceptions. The second one introduced is a 6-week ban with a penalty for violating it with jail. And the third is a 15-week ban, and the penalty is 5-year jail sentence. You know, and they're in Congress now. In the past year, Trump himself endorsed a federal ban promising to lead the charge. God love him. And that means even if you live in a state where extremist Republicans are not in charge of the state government, your right to choose, your right to privacy is still at risk. But as long as I have power of the presidency, know this: if Congress were to pass a national abortion ban, I will veto it. I will veto it. Look, MAGA Republicans are trying to limit all women in America from getting a safe and effective medication. MAGA Republicans are trying to limit all women in America from getting a safe and effective medication approved by the FDA for over 20 years now. They're trying to block women from getting this medication, even in states where women's health care choices are still protected. And if you live in a state where you cannot get care that you need and you make a plan to travel to another state to get the care you need, MAGA Republicans are trying to stop you as well. And get this, in the state of Alabama, the Attorney General is threatening to prosecute family members who help their loved ones travel to another state to get health care they need. That can't be America. That can't be America in 2024. It can't be. So let's be clear that the Dobbs decision also puts at risk the broader rights of privacy for everyone. That's because the fundamental right to privacy, which Roe v. Wade recognized, has served as the basis for so many other rights that are part of the fabric of this country. The right to make the best decisions for your health, the right to use birth control, the right to marry someone who you love. Justice Thomas wrote as much in his concurring opinion on Dobbs, that the future cases of the court, he said, should be considered, can reconsider all substantive due process precedents from Griswold on. That's what he said. Look, please don't jump. Folks, the extreme laws passed by Dobbs have no place in the United States of America. But what does have a place is your voice. The Dobbs decision practically dared women of America to be heard. In writing, they said, women are not without